I agree roughly with his description of what was said by the police at committee, that people not creating any kind of problem would be perfectly free to continue consuming alcohol. But the question that's being asked here is, why can't he reflect that in the notice that has been is about to be posted? The notice says, and I quote with a big symbol supporting this, "No alcohol. You are prohibited from consuming alcohol or having an open container of alcohol." That's what it says. And it's inconsistent with what the police said at committee, that people would remain perfectly free, unless they were creating a problem to other people, to carry on consuming alcohol in a peaceable fashion. What I'm asking about is how he thinks it's fair and reasonable to people not creating the problem to others to effectively intimidate innocent people not creating any antisocial problems by putting this notice up, which doesn't discriminate between one and the other case.
As Councillor Pick knows, because he's got the sign in front of him, that he selectively quoted from the sign. And the sign also says that a police constable or a police community support officer may, in such circumstances, take away alcohol from people or require them to stop drinking.
Which circumstance? Hang on.
Well, if you
only have one go.
Councillor Pick is selectively quoted from the sign. If he would actually have bothered to have read out the whole sign, then he would have given the council a more accurate reflection of the empowering of the police in these circumstances. Councillor Pick has used the term Kafkaesque. Yes. Councillor Pick has used the term intimidation of people. We have made the point that we don't expect the police to intervene where someone is peacefully having a drink on some of those locations. So if Councillor Pitt wants to spend the next couple of years debating this particular sign, then that is his choice. The police will intervene in what is the real intimidation, Councillor Pitt. If you'd been to some of these spaces and seen the activity, if you'd realised the problems that you left unresolved because your administration actually blocked East Area Committee from doing anything, if you'd realised any concept of localism that you keep giving us lectures about, when you actually stopped an area committee doing something in this area, then you'd realise that the local community, the parents of the children at Petersfield Green, the dog walkers in the cemetery, the older people who've got a lawn of their own, which they haven't been able to use, I've yet to hear you express any interest in them at all, which is why a point was made earlier on that people in Petersfield wonder who you actually care about. There is a balance in this, and we do not parade a view that any member of the local police service is part of some kind of Kafkaesque state Stasi police. They are thoughtful neighbourhood police, and they will implement this order in a considerate fashion, and they will use the second part of the notice that you failed to.
Councillor Austin.